Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing an update for Binance Coin. I'll be talking about the BNB Bitcoin breakout and my thoughts heading forward on this pair. I'm also going to be talking about Binance Coin on the USD pair, and I'll be looking at some key support and resistance levels. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, feel free to check out our sponsors. This channel is partnered with FTX.US. You can check them out in the link in the description below. So I'm going to start off here on the Binance Coin USD pair, and what I want to look at first is some very key resistance levels. So I'm going to be looking at these two moving averages here. The red one is the 20-week SMA, the green one is the 21-week EMA. Together they form this band, and you can see that has been our resistance for the majority of this bear market. So when we broke below these back in January of this year, we came back down, found support off this area around $350, and then we had a bounce back up right into this level, rejected off of it, and then continued lower. And then you can see that we've basically been consolidating under these moving averages for the last several weeks. And Binance Coin has not been able to reclaim these and get back above them on a weekly closing basis. So that is definitely something to watch out for in the next few weeks. If Binance Coin can break above these, start consolidating above them, and maybe targeting some of these upward levels. And what that would look like as an illustration is just generally starting to come back above these and then consolidating, holding them as support as they start to slope back upwards. And then if something like that can happen, the next area I'm going to be looking out to is the middle of this massive range that we've been in ever since February 2021. So this range goes from the lows at around $185 to the highs at around $670. And the middle of this range lies right around $350. Notice how this has been a very key support and resistance level. If we go all the way back here to when we first entered the range, this was a point of major resistance. We rejected off of it. And then later on, we can look at this being flipped into support in October. We had to bounce off this to go back up to the highs. More support being held back here in Q1 of this year. And then eventually when we broke back down and when we broke below the middle of the range, we went back down to the lows. So that is going to be a very key level to watch out for if we have a move back up above these moving averages and start to retest the $350 area. And if Binance Coin can reclaim this level, whether it be in a few weeks or a few months, that is going to be extremely bullish. And that is going to be a sign that I'm going to be starting to look for to target the all-time highs around $670. And I know it is still a bear market and we're still within this environment where it's not really suitable for altcoins, but I have to respect the BNB Bitcoin ratio. I have to respect this massive uptrend. And if I zoom out, it is one of the largest breakouts that I'm noticing of any altcoin Bitcoin ratio pair. And this is significant. This is a huge range that we just exited, and this uptrend can bring a lot of relative strength into Binance Coin on the USD pair, where that outperformance represents on a move to the upside a move that is increasing at a higher rate than Bitcoin, but on the downside move, Binance Coin starts to hold its support levels and doesn't move down as quickly. So that is definitely something that's very bullish to watch out for. And if I look over here back to the BNB Bitcoin ratio, again, you can see that massive uptrend that we began in 2021. We had that big leg up and then the consolidation, and now we're starting to break out of that consolidation. And again, we have formed new highs as of today. And in the short term, we do have higher lows as well as higher highs. So in general, what I'm looking out for here is just a continuation of this trend. If we can continue to hold support at higher valuations than the previous low, that is a phenomenal sign. And if we can have some sort of breakout above this previous high on September 8th, then that would potentially lead to another leg up, another move higher, which again would be very bullish for the BNB USD pair. And it's something that if Bitcoin starts to bounce from here, could lead Binance Coin to really start to reclaim these moving averages. So it's important to understand the dynamic between these two charts and how this chart being bullish positively affects the BNB USD pair. Now, what I want to talk about now is going to be the invalidation point. And what really makes this thesis all go away is if BNB Bitcoin starts to break down and lose the breakout point around 1.23 million Satoshis. Now, I want to be clear here, this is not my primary view, but I do think it's important to talk about the risk and the scenario in which BNB Bitcoin is no longer bullish and we start to have, say, a fake out, a breakout that did not ultimately play out. And what that would look like is if we're starting to come back down, we lose this trend line where we're no longer holding these higher lows and we really start to come back down, retest this, and then we enter back within the range. Now, something like this would just mean that this would be a fake out a move that really starts to look like a deviation above the resistance, and that would mean that we're just entering back within this range and potentially we consolidate for a little bit longer before ultimately we do have the confidence to have a more official breakout. Now, again, that is not my primary view, but I just want to discuss it because I think it's important to understand when this goes wrong and when BNB Bitcoin ratio is no longer bullish. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. This channel is partnered with FTX.US. It's a great cryptocurrency exchange. Go check them out. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.